Invasion. Watch for democracies, hypocrisy, philosophies, fear and shock factories, pseudo-court mockeries and poppy fields, blocking swinging chops with our Moroccan shields, industry divine, throw verse spokes and soccer wheels, coffin fields empty, buried in the battlefields, working on the streets is walking in some cattle fields. King Alfred Gruesome, love a mental snoozing, sleepwalking and talking, cell phones are soothing, minds disappearing, genetic memory erasing, don't even have a job but they get you for tax evasion, hot like a frying pan, crying fam, lion men, use gadgets, firing men, no loyalty, just buying friends, no credit, debt slaves, walking over paved graves, enslaved, enraged, marriage to death prearranged, Mike Sufi Genie, bomb tracks bikini, stupid niggas call my first bucket hat when they see me, but won't ask a thing or drink the water that I bring, but when the Pope comes, they're kissing on the ring. They rather drink a rapper's flow from the black fountain. Pied Piper got the dead lined up in the thousands. Confusion with illusions, infusion with sorcery. Won't give up my birthright no matter what they offer me. No deal. Push the red button, I'm going home. Close my eyes, meet Yasanel and Vendome. The fire that we put on roll, make their walls shake. Islamism grand chic, not spelled like shake. Open minds, not scarred on when you enter my zone. I wouldn't call it murder when I snap the neck of my clone. Trying to escape with the Moorish temple charter. Peter's face the tartar, no making me a martyr. Third eye and larger, aura is my armor. When I plant a seed in man's soil, ram farmer. Use the alma rap sorta like an almanac. Keep listening, sleepless hip-hop insomniac. Moorish MC, call me that acquiesce, don't fall back, just fall back. Any rapper after 95, all whack. Their flow just trickles like drops on icicles. Rappers need training wheels on their rhymesicles. Keep people's mind pickled in a lost realm. When it comes to Moorish MCs, I'm at the helm. Invasion. Trying to escape with the Moorish temple charter. Repeaters face the slaughter. No making me a martyr. Third eye and larger. Aura is my armor. Aura is my armor. Aura is my armor. Invasion. Trying to escape with the Moorish temple charter. Repeaters face the slaughter. No making me a martyr. Third eye and larger. Aura is my armor. Aura is my armor. Aura is my armor. Aura is my armor. Invasion.
Once we find our nationality and serve that nationality, we'll do for ourselves what needs to be done.
Keep thinking it's games, you already know these beasts kill you on camera, leave you niggas dead in the streets. You're still handcuffed and bloody, but no 911 calls, bystander effect in full effect. So I'm watching with y'all, mind blowing, watching my people holding up traffic. My people need to get their ass kicked, marching and kicking in his most cowardice and funkified, while dead bodies just multiply. Sisters killed in their cell, you claim it's hell, you raised and burned down your own community, not one police station. You love pork chops, but I see no police bacon, and when it comes to revolution, most of y'all are faking.
All ethnic groups in this country understand they got a nationality. Because you answer to such stupid words like
Black lives don't matter, but you still claim black. Rather film someone get choked out, but won't choke back. And the one that uploads first face charges trumped up. What you think will happen when President Trump's up? More killing and murders of stateless herds. Hoods are concentration camps now, ghettos are birds. Gun stores short on ammo, they're melting down church bells. Blacks seek shelter in temples where God doesn't dwell. That's why a foreigner can walk in and shoot up the service. Praying to invisible gods, give you the curses. You pray to relinquish, that's none of my business. I suggest you nationalize with the quickness. I suggest you study law, stop with the big shit. In your face, I see them spray the pepperish liquid, then pouring white milk on your face. I thought that milk was the devil. Some weapons drown the noise level. Boys, you rebel.
you answer to such stupid words like Negro and color and black. You have
the point that I'm making. Blacks are mistaken. Call them highwaymen, not cracker pigs or bacon. Taking your tax dollars and riot gear, they relaxing. Cause in a black status, don't even think about a class action. Don't even think about rights being respected without getting injected. I see you infected. Then the same ones that violate the laws you re-elected. Your vote matters more than black lives, feel disrespected. Control the Negroes, looks tested and perfected. That's why about being black, I'm skeptic and left it. My people are tripping, walking with arms like Panthers who got nowhere in the 60s, so that's not the answer. And black leader, race war instigator puppets, teach kill those who killed us as justice. But have they ever killed? I think not. If they did, it's hearsay, nobody to show. Yellow envelope, money in escrow, accounts overseas, not in democracies, living hypocrisies. It's all the jure mockeries, bureaucracies, vampiric, but most can't hear it. It's only the attitude, the regalia is not clan spirit. Until my people wake up, the struggle for rights continue, and your children's organs end up on the elite menu. You love text, but delete the messages, more send you with no status. You're in the jurisdiction and venue of the same beast system you attempt to defeat. Only as Moors will you get them on the heels of their feet. Of the same beast system you attempt to defeat. Only as Moors will you get them on the heels of your feet.
The name of the people must relate them instantaneously to land, history, and culture. And anytime you call a people by that right name, anytime you call a people, name a people, and fail to relate them back to land, history, and culture, you have called it out of their name. There's no black man or black woman. There's nothing wrong with the word black. Nothing wrong with it at all. Only relate your country. The name of every people in the world relate to country. And once you think instantaneously of land, you think of nationality.
Why you don't pull up on the passenger side of the police car and bust on the police instead of your brother? I've never heard of it. You say you a gangster? Gangster? Gangster?
Black power my ass, y'all just playing the ass posing, frontin', no bustin', no dirty cock gun button. At least more's right, rich, trying to do something. Pen as my weapon, feathers up and turbans, no bluffing. Don't get it twisted, sort of more get handcuffing. Judges dismiss cases, prosecutors cussing, telling my guys accuse themselves or get sued. Civil right leaders got conscious blacks marching on news, stopping traffic of people that didn't kill their sons and daughters. In Canaanland we call y'all bright and out of order. Nationality has me awake like a sleep disorder, while most wear blinders, my peripherals broader. For the record, I sweat nervous court recorders in Admiralty maritime shores. Moors walk on water, engines return with no kills, no sight blurred, while they stay killing their minds and saying they learn.
Why you don't pull up on the passenger side of the police car and bust on the police instead of your brother? I've never heard of it. You say you a gangster?
Your forefathers had names before they became slaves. Seems like today it's only nicknames and pain. You should be learning so pain could stop from these vermin. German Nazi Inquisition is enslaving with sermons. Declared independence, still giving Moors reverence. Talking treaties with Muslims at Oval Office entrance. To the entrance masters, keep them docile and passive. Killing them, corralling blacks, acting like hostile fascists. Take oaths to break them, unless it's from the Lord. They give profits, we take them and neglect ancestors. Playing Mr. Tuffy, smoking a Dutch from the same master. Bullies stealing your money for lunch. Wanna drink from their bowl cause they spike their punch. With Clorox, I'm not guessing, but I have a hunch. I can say I stand up to mercenary punks, while you face proposing with Glocks cocked and shotguns pumped.
Why you don't pull up on the passenger side of the police car and bust on the police instead of your brother? I've never heard of it. You say you a gangster?
If you got guns and use them on targets moving. Try KKK badge carriers in your hood cruising. I'm not promoting violence, it's a point I'm proving. Moore's methods do work, but Coons disapproving. Till it calling you out, but you're attacking the sheep and wanna show me how good you are with your hands and feet. Never challenge a cop when they arresting your brother, but we'll wear hoods and hold skittles one after another. Acting with lethal weapons, you Mel Gibsons and Glovers. Shot in the back, I'm watching you suffer. Black standing on corners in seconds, life smothered. She forgave him for her son's death, but listen to mother. Listen to common exercise in his 5 senses. To end racism, stop looking through racial lenses. Look at constitutional, not civil defenses. Stop marching. The only thing that pickets is fences.
Oh, they don't want it, but they're gonna get it anyways. Islam to all the Moors. Peace and love. Welcome, Canaanland Moors class, Tuesday edition. 27th day. Black History Month is almost done. And all they've been doing is been on their Black Panther stuff. That's who they are now. Black Pantherists, Afrofuturists. Afrofuturists now. Black Afrofuturists. Flying through the quasars. Honors to Prophet Noble Dwali. I'm going to start with a quote by him. The citizens of all free national governments, according to their national constitution, are all one family bearing one free national name. Those who fail to recognize the free national name of their constitutional government are classed as undesirables and are subject to all inferior names and abuses and mistreatments that the citizens care to bestow upon them. And it is a sin for any group of people to violate the national constitution, national constitutional laws of a free national government and cling to the names and principles that allude to slavery. Now, I don't really care what people are saying, but you can say whatever they want. We'll just put this on the record. You can say whatever they want, but we know what's up. We know what's up. Samuel L. Jackson surprised by Black Panther omission. Samuel L. Jackson is surprised he doesn't make an appearance in Black Panther. Samuel, remember this is Samuel, and then another L, Jackson, is surprised that he didn't make an appearance. Bro, me too. Me too. And we thought we were gonna wait, let people do their decoding and all that stuff, do your stuff. But the L wasn't in the movie, the Black movie. Why? What point are they trying to prove? What point they're trying to prove? You really think they're about unity? How are they about unity and Samuel L. Jackson? Remember, this is the whole, you know what I mean? Unity, all the Black actors working in one movie for the first time ever. And it's an African Black movie. Yay. How come one of the main, like, okay, Nick Fury is a main character. Nick Fury is the main character. Nothing? You didn't even have him in the back standing behind a pole or nothing like that? Nothing? Nothing? You gotta just leave Nick Fury out of everything. Playing people. And then all the people who went, bet you if you go ask them if they're Moors, no, I'm not a Moor and all that stuff, all that BS. Bet you. All the people who went just asked them, hey, you a Moor? Moor, what's that? Hey, you a Moor? Moor? I'm not a Moor. They enslaved black people. Hey, are you a Moor? Moor? And everybody have that look on their face and all that crap. Listen, Samuel Jackson said he's surprised he's not in the movie. Forget what they tried to play off like somebody was in there kind of playing the position of, forget that. Everybody knows nobody can't play Nick Fury other than him. That Nick Fury's position is going to be like James Bond, where they have to go recruit people. You know, anybody could just take this position. That's the L. But we know why they left him off, though. We know. You know what I mean? The Hollywood star plays the part of Nick Fury in the Marvel movies, but has been omitted from Avengers 3, 4, and the Africa set Black Panther, which has seemingly annoyed the actor. I wasn't in the superhero argument movie, Captain America Civil War. I'm not in Avengers 3 and 4. They're shooting them now, and they haven't called me yet. They wouldn't let me go to Black Pantherville. So it's kind of like, how are you going to make a Black Marvel movie and not let Nick Fury show up in it? This comes shortly after the 60-year-old revealed he's never worried about being the lead in a movie. The veteran performer is among the best-known faces in the movie industry, but recently insisted his career choices have been driven by ego, meaning he's been happy to play small roles in high-profile films. This comes shortly after the 68-year-old star revealed he's never worried about being the lead in a movie. So you could have just threw him in there somewhere. Just threw him in somewhere. You could have threw him in anywhere. But they're hating on the Moor. Like they always hate on the Moors. They already know how it goes. Right? And then keep in mind, to back the point, to back how this man is the most humblest, but the greatest actor, one of the top people that go on the screen is when he robbed the McDonald's and come into America. Let's go back, check. Tell me if you didn't believe that wasn't even part of the movie. That guy was really trying to rob. Listen, they're hating on Samuel L. Jackson. Samuel L. Jackson. They're hating. They're hating. Right? They're hating. What they do? They're gonna hate on the Moor, but it's okay. You know what I mean? Because we're still here. We're still gonna be here repping. No matter how much people want to hate and don't want to get down with their nationality and birthrights. Well, they will. They will. It's not a secret what they're doing. Everybody has propaganda campaign against the Moors. Hating. Just because we're right. So-called black leader told these people same stuff that Noble Drew Ali told them: enforce Constitution, back these people up with law. You're an American. But nah, they don't want to hear what Morris saying. They want to be Wakandans and futurists and stuff like that. Right? Remember what Noble Drew Ali said? This is statement to press on release on bail pending appeal. New York City, September 10, 1923. Marcus Garvey. I am not blaming the government for my conviction and detention in jail. The government cannot represent itself. If at times we meet disappointments in the representation of government, we must reason that all men do not think and act alike. Some persons are worthy of and dignify any position that they hold. Others, on the other hand, at their best, are about libels and decency and propriety. The methods that have been used to prejudice the court and the public against me are of such as to make me shiver in fear that probably hundreds of thousands of innocent persons have lingered and died in prisons from the practice of such a system by unfair and unworthy representatives of government. I shall make a fight to bring to the attention of the people and the government of this country the evil methods used to railroad me to prison, to rob me of my name, to destroy my work for the pleasure of rival organizations, and to attempt to prevent me from speaking to the great American conscience, not the black conscience, not the African Negro conscience, to prevent me from speaking to the great American conscience by a suppression of free speech and muzzling of the press. I am glad and feel proud we have worthy representatives in government to outbalance any singular attempt at misrepresentation and injustice. Our institutions and country shall live forever, so long as people have such worthy men as representatives to whom we can always appeal from the doings and machinations of the unjust. I love America for her laws, constitution, and her higher sense of fair play and justice. One can always find justice in America. This is Marcus Garvey echoing the same thing that Noble Drew Ali told these Moors. Thought they're Negro, black, colored, and Afrofuturists. Right? Playing with people. And somebody put in the chat, where is it? Oh yeah, Michael B. Jordan, right? Mecca L. Okay, so let's how about do this. So God sent a picture of Sister Sharice L., and Michael B. Jordan. Got a picture with Michael B. Jordan. Okay, give it up. So what went down? Give it up, because you know how a law works and stuff like that. Give up the stuff. Now, I don't know if he took pictures with anybody else after. I don't know if he took pictures with anybody else before. Remember, Mikael, right? But she said, peace more. And that's how she got the picture. No conversation, no sit down chat, none of that stuff. So I'm just saying. So we'll say stuff, forget the B stuff. Let's just call him Bakari, Mikael. Because he knows what's up. Because we know that we know that he knows Rami Salam L. We know that. We know he knows him. Right? So forget movies BS. We're talking about actual, factual, real life, not comic book. And he wasn't, groupie smiling in the picture. Just go hit up Sharice L. and let her send you the picture. So you can see that he wasn't groupie smiling. Because she seen him and said, peace more, and then he come take a picture? Oh, but this isn't real though. No, this isn't Afrofuturist, so you don't want nothing to do with this. You want nothing to do with this. Remember that there's no such thing as anything that they talked about in that. It's always telling the story about the rise or the fall of the Moors in battling these colonists. Our people want fantasy. Our people want the illusion. They don't want to deal with the reality. They don't want to deal with Marcus Garvey said he loves America for her constitution. Well, obviously, he's read it and it's benefited him for him to say that he gives honors. Why does he want to talk to the American conscience? Why not the black conscience? Why not the African conscience? Why did he love America? Why didn't he say I love the wilderness of North America like certain people who say that they rep him because their founder's mom and dad was part of that organization? There's no time for illusion right now. It's either you're dealing with reality or down with the ship. Either you're dealing with reality or down with the ship. The invention of the white race. Theodore W. Allen. The history of English rule in Ireland and of the Irish in America presents instructive parallels and divergences for the understanding of race as a sociogenic rather than a phylogenic category, and of racial slavery as a system of social control. Even in the 19th century, imperialist scramble for Africa was unfolding. Resonances of English abolitionism and Chartism and of the Great Civil War and emancipation in America still thrilled somewhere in the collective consciousness of historians toiling to interpret the past to the present. One such, the distinguished English historian and abolitionist Henry Hallam, Henry Hallam, 1777 to 1859, pointed out the racist affinity of the Spanish genocide of the Christian Moors and the English oppression of the Irish. The preeminent Anglo-Irish historian William Edward Hartpole Lecky, 1838 to 1903, noted how the people of the English Pale in Ireland came to look upon the Irish as later colonists looked upon the Red Indians. The English in Ireland came to look upon the Irish as colonists looked upon Red Indians. So they're obviously making a point. That at one time, in that part of the world, there was very dark people there. Right? We're still talking about some goddamn Black Panther. We already told you that it's a fraud. M'Baku is T'Challa's arch enemy in the freaking comics. He's not his friend. What friend you talking about? That's Man-Ape. Oh, but because the black guys are gonna get offended by a black guy being an ape, they made him T'Challa's friend. Mess up the whole goddamn story. When that's his arch enemy. Oh, well, we wanted to make him look noble and we wanted to change up the story so we can make black guys look like, you know, they're noble and all this stuff. Forget that BS. That's his arch enemy. Why are you messing up the stuff? Why are you messing up the stuff? No different than people have freaking BS right now and talking about you there, that's hip hop. What are you talking about where you're listening to that BS on the radio? Well, you got to give the young guys a chance to do their, what the hell are you talking about? You guys have green and gold teeth and green hair and stuff like that. How is that hip hop? What do you mean they have tight pants with cuts in them and stuff like that, like how sisters used to wear pants back in the day? What are you talking about? I come from the generation where the tight pants with the shreds and stuff like that, that's sisters were used to wear that stuff. You know, brothers wearing no shredded tight pants like that. Right? And this is why they play people. Because how are you telling me that, oh yeah, movies are what it is, when the only reason they got the idea for the movie because of the comic? What are you talking about? How come these people are bringing their stuff back to America and all that stuff and they don't have every superhero? Where's Blade at? Oh, Blade's not in it. Usually could even make a cameo. Especially since they, you know what I mean, railroaded him because they didn't want him to be Blade and Black Panther when they wanted to do the Black Panther movie back then. no, it would be kind of funny. It would be kind of funny for the black guy to play two different superhero roles, because what are you talking about? Like back then, what do you mean? You were playing people. Oh yeah, we know. Right? And the point isn't that the movie should be just like the comic. The point is, why are you changing the story to fix your brainwashed narrative that you're feeding to people? Because it's entertainment, you know what I mean? If we're really going to talk BS or whatever like that, think we're decoding something, it's just merely entertainment. Ain't nothing to decode. It's a goddamn movie. What are you decoding? Decode a book. Decode what? What are the messages they're putting in stuff and all that type of stuff? Put all that shit aside. Right? We already told you they dissed Samuel L. Jackson. Right? He's L. They have you calling this guy by a slave name, Michael B. Jordan, when B's Bakari, and they never call him that. How come? Oh, because that would crack the code and wake all these people up, that all these people know about status and all that stuff. Can't do that. Put the B there, and then we'll just leave the B there. Playing people. Just told you, these people said the Irish were like the Red Indians. The Irish were treated like the Christian Moors. Right? Ain't nothing wrong with movies. Sure, go watch the movie. Well, you caught up. You're in the line and you're caught up thinking about, you know, you're about to go make a purchase and stuff like that. You're not giving them no money. What are you talking about purchase? Snap out of it. It's all part of manipulating the future by playing with the past and the present. How the hell are you not going to have Man-Ape in the movie? Because you think black people are going to get offended a black guy is in a monkey suit? What the hell are you talking about? That's why there's no Man-Ape? You guys suck. You guys suck. And again, you suck because Samuel L. Jackson isn't in it. You guys suck. Well, yeah, go see the movie, you know what I mean? It's all good. Not hating on the movie or nothing. We're just saying. People playing with people. No different than it's like these youths nowadays. You know what I mean? They think that, you know, they're repping something because they got J's. Hell, you mean you got J's? What do you mean you got Ewings? What are you talking about? When we were in high school, we had the shoes that you guys got. What are you talking about? You guys are biters. What are you talking about? What do you mean you're popping something, some style? What style are you talking about? What do you mean? Give you guys a chance to do something. Do what? Half of you guys can't even walk in those tight pants. You have to put it off your bum so that you can walk. Because if it's on your bum, you can't move your legs. The only way you can move your legs is if it's under your bum. And that's style now. And I'm supposed to make my nieces take those guys serious. You must be out your goddamn mind. That you think everybody out here wants to be these people's nigger. Out of your mind. You can be these people's Afrofuturist nigger if you want to. But you're not even playing that stupid stuff there. Retro and all that BS. hell are you talking about? You know how some people have their song so that they're made for this? Well, our song, we're not new to this. We know what the origin was. Where the ancients come again. What do you mean Moors are wrong about something? Webster's Tower Dictionary. Moot. Discussion on a supposed case. Adjective, debatable. To argue, to debate. A supposed case. Moot court. A mock court in which law students try imaginary cases for practice. Now that's crazy that you send that, right? And again, just to show you how the Most High works so that points can be made for people's evolution if they want to. It's really up to them. So Moore sends the Webster's Tower Dictionary, marks off the part about moot court, and since last week, Friday, the law class at the school that I'm at, we're having moot court. Actually, it's been going on even before that. And this is not something that, we talk about, build about, nothing. There's just something that goes on. Walking through the hall, looking at class, that's what's going on. And for the past week and a half, that's what's going on. Moot court. More marshy land covered with heather. Native Moroccan, a black person. Remember, this is the white man stuff or whatever. Webster's Tower Dictionary. More. Native Moroccan, a black person. Now, if a native Moroccan is a Moor and a black person is a Moor, then how come black people don't want to be Moors? And how can black people be not what they are? Remember, Moor is a noun. A black person is not. That's a definition. Your definition? So you're a definition. And you want people to take you serious. You can have a nationality, but you don't want that. You want a definition. Do you realize the game that's being played? The battle is for your mind. As long as you allow others to teach you, you're going to be lost in the sauce. Brother Hootie question, what is the relationship that this land has with Mecca? This land as in North America. Well, when we go to as far as the lessons that Noble Drew Ali gave to the Moors. We'll read this. Know thyself and thy father God Allah. The genealogy of Jesus with 18 years of the events, life works, and teachings in India, Europe, and Africa. These events occurred before he was 30 years of age. These secret lessons are for all those who love Jesus and desire to know about his life works and teachings. Dear reader, do not falsely use these lessons. They are for good, peace, and happiness for all those who love Jesus. Dear mothers, teach these lessons to your little ones, that they may learn to love instead of hate. Dear fathers, by these lessons you can set your house in order, and your children will learn to love instead of hate. The lessons of this pamphlet are not for sale, but for the sake of humanity, as I am a prophet and the servant is worthy of his hire. You can receive this pamphlet at expense. The reason these lessons have not been known is because the Muslims of India, Egypt, and Palestine had these secrets and kept them back from the outside world. And when the time appointed by Allah, they loosened the keys and freed these secrets. And for the first time in ages have these secrets been delivered in the hands of the Muslims of America. All authority and rights of publishing of this pamphlet by Prophet Noble Drew Ali. Now, with that, we have a picture in the Quran that says, the descendant of Hagar, formerly the head of the holy city of Mecca. And then Drew Ali was ordained to bring Islam to America. And everybody who knows anything about Islam in America in the 1900s, it is a fact that Noble Drew Ali is the founder of the movement that had brought our people out of darkness into the marvelous light, using what they would quote unquote say religion. So being that he had this authority, and being that he knew the ancient foremothers and forefathers used the Atlantic as a mirror, so that you never forget, he said that Chicago is going to be the Moors' Mecca. Because he was making the point to the Moors that you have your own over here. The same thing, the same point that Marcus Garvey was making, that he loves America. He knew exactly what he meant. So the relation is to know that Mecca is not some, only related to what you might have heard about it. It's not just that. And then check the esoteric meaning of that. You see that Drew Ali wasn't, lacking in the high levels that he was bringing Morris to. He was telling you just like it is. That's why he said that I brought you everything that it takes to save a nation. So just save yourself with it. So when you realize that as a Moorish American, there's a Mecca right here on this side where you go in $1,000, buy some ticket to go run around some stuff over across the Atlantic Ocean for. For what? When you got something right here? Just like a prophet over there, there's a prophet over here. So if you're over here, are you recognizing some prophet over there when you're over here? Are you talking about some ancient gods across some Atlantic Ocean when there's ancient gods here that you don't recognize? And you have these black leaders lying to people about this is some wilderness of North America or whatever. There's not no wilderness. This is a thriving continent. Yeah, there's lots of land still that people haven't touched yet. Lots. But that doesn't mean it's a wilderness. Stop the BS. Disrespecting the birthright. The only people, when we go back to the definition of Moor, the only people that call themselves black people are in North America. And if a Moor is a black person or a Moroccan, and the only place that they call people black or whatever is North America, then that's these people's status, that they're Moroccan. Because this is Morocco. This is not some black whatever. If this is Morocco, then of course it's Islamic. And if it's Islamic, then it's pretty probably going to have a Mecca. It's more than likely going to have a Mecca. Islam Brotherhood, if you want more, just send for further elaboration. We're telling the Moors about this dirty Moor. Just want to put him out there again. iselflawmaster.com. It's dirty Moor. This was the Moor who robbed the Moor that just got out of prison. Talking about he's going to sell him something. He just got out of prison. His organization, right? His website is iselflawmaster.com, but his organization is Roots Incorporated. Roots Incorporated is really iSelf-Law and Master. Roots Incorporated. Roots Incorporated is who runs iSelf-Law and Master website. The Moors who robbed a Moor that just got out of prison, robbed him, made this Moor who just got out of prison pay for whatever the hell it is Moorish they said that they were selling. Moore just got out of prison. He's paying for stuff from you dirty bastards. Why is he paying? Because I know the Moore. Moore came to the temple, all that. Left with stuff for free. Just on the strength that he just got out of prison. Because he got a job and all that stuff. He got fiat that if he wants to buy something. But it's principle. Taking this Moore's hard-earned bread. Just because you can. Dirty Moors. Watch out here. They're going to call their website I Self-Law and Master and all that. But they're not exercising I Self-Law and Master. They're exercising slave trade. That's what they're exercising, slave trade. You think that it's a joke? It's not a joke. These dirty Moors out here aren't playing. This is why you better study. And forget study because you're going to get played by dirty Moors or whatever. You better study because these people are liquidating. They're calling in debts and stuff like that. Trust me, I've got a couple called in already. They're saying, forget payback, pay everything now. They're doing what they have to do right now. Are you ready? You've been studying? Or you still think you need black colored and all that? Or you think it's Negro black colored? All right. Don't forget, everybody knows what's up. It's only our people that are blinded, caught up in illusion. Oh. Right? Dirty Moors always playing games. Why? Like, why can't they just be honorable? No, why can't they just be honorable? Again, these people are out here to rape our people. Let's just get this testimonial on the record, since people like to play like. Islam. I'm not hearing it. Yo, you're there?
Hold on.
Yeah.
Hello?
Yeah.
You hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now. Peace, more.
Peace.
Yo, just put yourself on the record. We were just talking about these Moors that are you watching class right now?
Yeah, I just jumped in like 10 minutes ago, so that's why I texted you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, yo. So what's going on now? Now what?
Okay, so I was with my mom. I dropped her at an appointment. Okay, so there's this sister, undeclared. You know, she doesn't really know too much about the Moors or the movement or whatever. However, at the appointment, she's a naturopath and a herbologist. You know. Okay, yeah. So yeah, she's the one. My mom mentioned it to you. You know about her.
Yeah. Okay.
So that's that same lady now. when she was in the appointment, my mom started talking about the more science or whatever. You know, telling her, you know, what we do and so on. And then the lady mentioned to her, oh, what happened? When was it, mommy? Okay. Yeah, she mentioned. Yeah. So yeah, she had an experience with a more of a name that we've heard before. So basically what had happened was she gave him money. Yeah, so she. Okay, so she given him some fiat, and supposedly he was supposed to help her to set up something that she has going on now, which she's doing it anyway, you know.
Yeah.
But he didn't. Yeah, he didn't keep up his end of the bargain, and when she tried to get the fiat back, you know, it was, I guess she couldn't get hold of him or whatever.
Wow.
So yeah, that was just today. So I mean, yeah, no, I didn't. It wasn't me speaking to her directly, but I met the woman before, you know, and she's busy doing her thing in the community, and it's actually a pretty positive thing that she's doing. So
okay, so you could based on what the story is, like this is not some you know, nobody wayward minded sister. Like this is somebody who they know themselves relatively well.
Oh yeah, because she's got an organization going where she does readings for people. She does eye iridology for people in the community, and she actually is focusing on our people when it comes to giving out discounts, and she has a certain structure on how she brings the people in. But you know, if you're a regular person, there's one price. But if you want to come in as part of the community, then she has a system to bring you in, you know, so that you're not paying as much.
Right.
And you know, there's testimonies of people that we know, good family friends who have started with her, taken her advice, and then done what she said, and they've seen amazing results. So
for real.
Yeah, my mom said she's starting to get it. So you know, it's health stuff that is not you know out there or whatever, like
mainstream
things that mainstream in a sense, but she knows her stuff. You know what I mean? She's an expert on the stuff. So yeah, you know, it was interesting, man. And so when I jumped on, because I was just on the road and I just got home.
Yeah.
I got the notification on my phone, so I was like, all right, let me see if you're still on when I get home and just see what's good.
Wow.
Yeah, that was just today, this afternoon.
That's
my mom had an appointment.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
You know how these Moors do, yo. You know how they do. But,
crazy.
Well, give thanks, Moor.
Yeah.
And tell Mom Mocha I said Islam. And,
and
Sarah and everybody else.
Yeah.
All right, Moor. We'll build.
All right, give thanks.
Peace, Moor.
Peace, Moor.
Right? Doesn't stop with these people. This is why we're telling you better study. If you really want to know, right? If you really want to know, just study. When you study, you would realize who the frauds are and who the sincere are. So you'll know, how to deal with certain people that maybe you shouldn't be dealing with, especially after you deal with them. But some of them will be on you. It's just because, once you get one, they think you're going to get every package that they got. Right? Brother Barrett, Islam honors G.S. Cujo It just seems to me that these Moriscos are coming out in droves to disrupt our divine and national movement. That's for sure. I've been studying and building with another Moor and Morena, and my brother brought up a Moor, dirty Moor, that had DM on his IG. My brethren didn't share many details of the encounter with this Moor, but left the convo short enough for the dirty Moor to send him this email about his nationalization process. I noticed the flaws immediately when he told me I saw flaw at master.com. From your video you did the other day exposing them as frauds, not to mention civil little mortus. Not sure if you had any evidence such as this disaster that people are falling for. All right. So the nationalization process, right? For isolflaw at master.com. All of these lessons come with videos. If you want, I can send them to you so you can overview them. Lesson 1, SF 181 form to Office of Management and Budget. You are no longer civiliter mortus. File power of attorney. Print, sign 2 witnesses, get notarized, take to the county or online, real property division at CC files power of attorney. So you're going to file your nationality paperwork in the real property division. And the real property printed and signed and then got 2 witnesses and then got it notarized and took it to the county. And they're putting it in the real property division. Now, from my studies, being Grand Chic and all that stuff, if you're going to the county, they're actually supposed to put it in the miscellaneous. Because miscellaneous means they have no jurisdiction. But you go to these people and you're putting your nationality paperwork in the real property division. Whew. Wow. Print out assumed name certificate and go to the county clerk office and tell them you want a doing business as using a ens legis. Now remember, and then it's talking about, go to IRS and get a EIN number, which is really a estate number, because E stands for estate and all that type of stuff. Well, then why are you going to IRS? And IRS is the international bankers. Why are you going to them? Why are you going to international bankers when you got vast estate, withdrawal, so you proclaim your nationality, but then you go into international bankers to go fill out some papers to get some number? Fill all these forms. UCC setting up treasury account and all this type of stuff. When the system's in debt $300 billion to China or whatever. So they're in debt billions to China, not the national debt, the debt they owe to other people. That's just China we're talking about. Forget everybody else they owe. And you're talking about filing some papers with them. And they're bankrupt and dissolved and insolvent. That's really what Wow. Wow. That is crazy. But you know, it's not like we ain't told people what's up. They just don't want to listen to Morris because everybody's more hating. Everybody wants to call people B instead of Bakari. Hating. They want to make you their whatever. Make you their stuff. How? Everybody wants you to be their property. Everybody wants you to be theirs. Do not fall for the games. Make sure you're studying. There are dirties out here. It's not a joke. So these dirty Moors robbed a good lady and then she can't even get her finance back because she can't reach them. Same dirty Moors that we've been told these people. All these dirty Moors. Put it on the record. Let's go watch YouTube. We did tribunal for them and everything. Dirty Moors are found guilty. After they found guilty, they're coming in late. Talking about we're here for trial. Which jurisdiction after court's done, you're talking about, yeah, let's have trial after you came late. Oh, why? Because they thought this was a joke and unreal. Well, they're in exile right now, which is why they're playing weak minds. But again, we have spies everywhere. So you play a weak mind, now we're putting it out again. These dirty Moors that call themselves Morehouse lawyers in Canaanland. These dirty Moors that we have them on the record talking BS. Just because we have spies everywhere. We have letters from the Law Society hunting them down because they're pretending to be lawyers. They don't have bar cards. Why are they in the court trying to be lawyers? We don't know. We don't even mess with you people. We don't even want to hear any more letters referencing them to this institution called Morris Science Tupper ever again. If we hear something from you guys, we're going to sue you guys. Never heard nothing from them ever again. Zero talking after that. Right? Told people about these dirty Moors. You don't want to hear what Moors are saying. You bump into dirty Moors, and then crazy. So, Brother Ken Bay, Islam Moors here at Little Rock in Arkansas Territory, and there are no temples in my area that I know of. So who's claiming there are temples open? I have been approached by shady Moors sounding like Taharka, and once they see that I am studious, they step. One claimed that the temple at Pine Bluff is still up and running. So I asked, where is your presence? No answer. Only that they are recognized by the U.S. and their law is Sharia law. And then said that RV Bay and the Moors who associate them can't use the AA 222141 because we are not in a temple. I let them know that I can use that without being in a temple because I'm a Moor regardless of what anyone says. He stepped after that. So, COINTEL, Hey, maybe. Maybe. Pau Ali chased me down on the highway. He came to my domicile and was about that commercial code. And once he found out that we were constitutional, he stepped. He also tried to down the mothers, RV May and Taj, but I set him straight on that too. Told him he has to study and quit expecting someone to just give it to you. Study, study, study. He stopped calling. I heard he was in the chat with some BS one day as well. I don't even know. Muftis get those dirty Moors fast when they come up in this chat. The Moors don't have a chance in this chat. They play all they want to play. But they don't last too long up in there. Maybe I'm getting approached because my vehicle has the flag on it, plus my fez and wife's turban, so they see us around. Waking up our people is a chore, but one I gladly wake up to. I have a few brothers who see the truth operating without paperwork or nationality cards because it's what you know, and that is the truth. They are woke because they keep coming back for more. Honors to the Prophet Noble Juali, Islam. Islam to Brother Bay and the whole fam in Little Rock, at Little Rock. Islam to all the Moors. And yes, honors to Prophet Noble Juali. Brother Aaron. Islam, brother, I'm about to purchase a car soon. I wanted to use my conveyance without the obligation of state regulations that may be a hindrance to my right to travel. I noticed that the question is frequently asked, are you buying this car for business or recreational use? This question is also asked when acquiring automobile insurance. I looked up the word recreation and recreational in Black's Law 4th edition, and there was no definition for it. So I looked it up on Google and it said relating to enjoyment when one is not working. I didn't comprehend how recreation had any relevance to commerce or corporate activity, so I checked the etymology of the word, which has little to do with the context in which the word is commonly used. Still to no avail, so I looked up the synonyms and found it was the synonyms with the word sport. I then Googled law governing sports, and as I expected, it said U.S. law governing sports, which means recreational activity, is governed under U.S. sport law. Wow. Common sports law issues include labor law, contract issues, unfair competition, and antitrust law and torts. Personal or private use would be the acceptable term to use when asked the purpose of attaining an automobile, but it is not an offered option. Would I write the proper authorities to address the misrepresentation of automobile usage, whereas people are being coerced into trading personal property under adhesion contracts? If you could give any helpful info, it would be most appreciated. Well, when we used to buy rides, one thing is you're paying everything up front. First thing, right? What we didn't do back then was get the certificate of origin or the title. We would get the registration like a big dummy. And then because we got the registration, now we're trapped. Right? We know now that it's all about not registering it, because that's how you put it in the jurisdiction where you would have to get licenses and insurance and all these things, right? So first thing is paying everything. And then the second thing is just not registering. So making sure that you have a bill of sale between you and whoever you're buying from. Forget whatever BS that they want to do. You go with your bill of sale for them to sign that they sold you whatever it is that you bought. So you have that contract to prove that it's yours, and then you have the title to prove that it's yours. Now out here, what they do is that they pre-register it. So when you buy it from the manufacturer, only thing they're giving you is the registration. Right? Whereas, you know, in jurisdictions south, you can get the title. You can get some type of original certificate of this conveyance, car, motor vehicle, whatever. Right? Once you have it in your possession, it's all about no registering it. But as soon as you register it, now it's in the jurisdiction that they say whatever goes is how it goes, not what you say. Right? And also too, you can also go on Canaanland Moors and watch the different right to travel videos that we have up there, where a few of the Moors made videos just to put it on the record as to what this is and that it's real. And the experiences that they've had, you know, just being themselves. Right? The instances they had of being themselves. Right? Now, just got sent something. Let's just see what's going on here. Original. Moorish Science Temple of America, Incorporated. Prophet Noble Drew Ali, founder. Brother. Hold on, Mars. Let me just rotate this screen right here. All right. Moorish Science Temple of America Incorporated, Prophet Noble Drew Ali, founder. Brother R. Jones Bay, Grand Sheik, Moorish Science Temple, number 11, 2259 North 5th Street, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Brother A. Hopkins Bay, Grand Sheik. Name, annexation, anointment, certificate. Hear ye, to all whom these presents shall come, greetings. By virtue of the authority vested in the most holy prophet Noble Drew Ali and the Moorish Science Temple of America Incorporated, a lawfully chartered and incorporated religious organization pursuant to an act concerning corporations in the state of Illinois, in force July 1st, 1872, file number 19009726, the affidavit of religious organization filed August 1st, 1928, Form 1099, number 10105-905, is a public notice record of a special meeting of the Board of Directors of the Moorish Science Temple of America, corporate file number 19009726, formally acknowledging the Moorish Science Temple of America as a religious corporation. Application for authority to do business in the state of Pennsylvania, filed December 1944. Oh, 1944, interesting. Not 1913 or whatever. Whereas I, Azim Hopkins Bay, Grand Sheik of Moorish Science Temple number 11, duly constituted and chartered by the Moorish Science Temple of America, deriving its power and authority from the great Quran of Muhammad and under the divine principles of love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice, the laws of the American Constitution, First Amendment, and the commands of our God, do hereby appoint, anoint, and consecrate whoever straw man name the Moorish holy name of El to be affixed to the given birth name after he or she did at a public meeting proclaim their nationality, divine creed, making it a matter of record before the officers and members of the Moorish Science Temple of America. In the year of our Lord, hereby shall be known and recognized exclusively for all purposes, public and private, as new name with L, a member, in all caps, a member, right? A member, in accordance with the aforementioned usages, forms, customs, etc. Now, it's very interesting. It's very interesting that people take the position of making it seem like Moorish Science Temple of America is some kind of just a religious corporation that's here to teach people about Islamism. But when they are claiming to be Moorish Science Temple of America, and as Moorish Science Temple of America, we know that Moorish Science Temple of America and Moorish Divine and National Movement has their own seal. For them to have seals of the state on their stuff seems a little bit suspicious. It's a little suspicious that got state seal when Moorish Science Temple of America got their own seal. Something sounds wrong, doesn't it, King Bay? Yeah, I think something sounds wrong too. That's why we tell people again, you know, as much as people might hate, as much as people might be up in their feelings and be in their emotions and they want to cry and complain and all that type of stuff, rvbaypublications.com is probably the best place for a new Moor that's just coming into this information, or a Moor who's been studying and never heard about rvbaypublications.com to go and get a little extra. You know, because we could all learn something more than we knew yesterday. We could all learn something more we knew 10 minutes ago. Right? Be careful, Moors, because your own wearing turbans and fezzes are going to put you right back in slavery. They're going to put you right back in slavery. Now, again, Moors boasting, right? Moors boasting that when they swipe their nationality card swipes and reads, allodial Moorish American nationality card. Do not stop. Do not detain. Safeguard identity, foreign national, official duties. You're foreign national in your own land. How are you a foreign national in your own land? You're in your own land. If you say you're LB or whatever, okay. You're in your own land, but when we swipe your nationality card, it says you're a foreign national. What are you foreign to if you're in your own land? Well, foreign to the corporation. Why would it be foreign to a corporation? A corporation is not a country. Like what do you mean you're foreign to a corporation? Well, because I have nothing to do with it. Well, that's the whole point of you having L. That's the whole point of not being Negro, black, colored. So you don't fall under the jurisdiction of the corporation. Real simple. Real basic. You know, no barcode nationality card needed for that. How about just do what Noble Drew Ali said and be what you know? And the only thing you can be is yourself. You can't be anything else other than who you are. You think you can change what the stars had planned for you? You think you're going to change that? You really think that this is about doing some swipe your card and then they're going to see that you're foreign to them because your card says you're foreign to them? No, your card says you're a foreign national. If you're a foreign national, then what the hell are you doing here? What are you doing here? What is it that you're doing here? If you're a foreign national, you're El Arbe, which means that you're in Morocco. Because you're tied to the Moorish Empire. So anywhere you go, you're in Morocco, because the majority of the jurisdictions know that the Moors were the last ones that had the mantle. Everybody knows. The Moors were the last ones. The last ones that everybody knows in the world that had the mantle were the Moors. Be careful. Right. So, Brother Aaron, back to you. It's all about making sure that you don't register. Once you register, that's how they get jurisdiction. It's really that simple. And we've had Moors get stopped. Right? We've had Moors get stopped. And they told the highwayman, ask them, is your car registered? No, it's not. Sorry about that. And they go back to their car and go about their business. And those Moors had Moorish tags on. Because if you study, you'll realize how to make the tags. Metal, not plastic or paper and none of that stuff like that. Real stuff. All right. This one. We'll skip this one. Oh, hold on, Mars. Listen to some music for a sec.
Why you don't pull up on the passenger side of the police car and bust on the police instead of your brother? I've never heard of it. You say you a gangster.
There's a lot more. Apologies for that. Had to take that one. This message is being sent in order to possibly find out more on XREL. Information has been retrieved from RV Bay Publications along with Black's Law Dictionary. So with regard to the X relation, again, there was my case that I had in the Ontario Court of Justice, case file number 4863 999 10 301 60400. 4863 999 10 301 60400. Ontario Court of Justice in the manner of the Provincial Offences Act, Her Majesty the Queen versus, all caps, strawman name. Appearances: Miss P. Guerrero, Provincial Prosecutor. Mr. Kudro Adwo L, X-Relation, strawman name, in person. So, X-Relation is basically saying, like we tell Moors, you know, a lot of things, Moors overthink stuff and then get lost when it's real basic and simple and it's really not that serious. So if you went through and you went to RV Bay Publications and Black's Law Dictionary, you read the definition, and then you think that there's more stuff because, you know, you just think that maybe there's more stuff, maybe you're wrong. Maybe what you read is just what it is. And then that's what it is. You know, it sounds like it's something advanced or whatever, but, you know, some things might just be simple. So X-Relation is saying that you have information relative to what you're claiming as X-Relation, but you're not it, because the only people that can speak for a straw or a corporate entity or a fictitious person is the Attorney General or a proper person, right? So X-Relation is so that, one, they don't try to ex parte the case, because that's what they do here. So Moors would say, so we learned out here that, you know, you're not going in there and talking about pre-national name only. You're always speaking Alicia Bay, X-Relation, woman progeny at yahoo.com. Every time you talk to them, those people who are trying to impose that fictitious identity on you, that's how you always reference them, X-Relation. And when they say AKA, you say, no, not AKA, X-Relation. Because they'll try to say AKA instead of X-Relation to make you think that they mean the same thing, when those don't mean the same thing. Right? So don't let them pull their game on you. Right? Also, another more coming into the fold that's been doing work with the hands. Kemagic Gems at Instagram, at Facebook, KEMAJIK GEMS.com, KamagicGems.com. Support the fam. You already know how it is that we do. You know, we got to rep for our own as far as Moors are concerned. You know, we already support everybody else's stuff. As Moors, we support our own. And another one, Sister Karima doing her custom gifts and alterations. Sister Karima Crafts, and Karima Crafts meaning you know those neck pillows, you know, Moroccan ones of those with, you know, a red one with an embroidered green point star on it type of crafts. Right? When you say custom gifts and alterations and stuff like that, we're talking about, you know, tailor. So KHARYMAHS, Karima's Crafts, KRAFTS at gmail.com. KHARYMAHSKRAFTS, Karima Crafts at gmail.com, and 216-374-7485. So once again, you know, support Moors. There's people actually out here, you know, that are doing. You're not just talking about stuff. There's people actually out here that are doing, you know, and they're doing with, you know, a Moorish mindset. They're L's and Bays and all that. And they're doing what it is that they are good at. What's that mean? They're being themselves. They are being themselves. Which is all Noble Jawali asked you to do. You didn't ask you even to do anything crazy. You just said be yourself. He didn't tell you to do anything crazy. Brother Asaru Pata'el. Greetings, Rahubat Islam. Right? Okay, so we'll stop there. Right? Now, this is how you know people that come from other schools of thought but are for unity and Moorish upliftment. Right? You know, he could have threw a hotep in there. He could have threw a hey, how you doing in there. Because as Asaru Pata'el, he's not limited to a school of thought. That everything applies once you recognize nationality and birthrights. Everything you know applies. It's like these youths today. You know what I mean? Because they have a no hat rule. So we're always going around, hey, take your hat off, take your hat off. Like, hey, how come you don't have to take off your hat? Well, because it's not a hat. It's religious. Man, I'm going to start a hoodie religion or whatever. I'm going to start a baseball hat religion so we can wear hats up in here. Like, you know, you can try, but it's not going to go too far. We already know what's up. You know what I mean? Like, well, what religion are you? I'm Muslim, but I'm also Buddhist. I'm also Jewish. I'm also Christian. I'm also whatever, going down the list. And I was like, just go on Google and look up all those and tell me if you don't see them wearing one of these somewhere in their stuff. I was wearing a like a kufi. Right? Like you just see if they wear anything like this. In all those ones that I told you. And then we'll talk tomorrow. Because tomorrow is supposed to be, you know, the Black History Month lunchtime session. Right? So, brother sent this. My name is Asuru Patel. I was commenting about Chief Nanya Eel, the dirty Moor who tried to recruit me into his tribe. It sounded like some powder puffs over here. They want to recruit you. Come into my tribe. Sign our papers so we can make you property of U.S. and all this BS. Right? And remember, it's not Nanya Shabu Eel. It's not Nanya Eel. It's Sean Henry, FBI informant, FBI agent, brought from Atlanta by the FBI to Calgary or wherever he is right now. Like FBI escort. Not just deport him and send him on his way, them escort him. Only people they escort are their agents. Of course he took the deal. He just can't go back to Atlanta anymore. But he took the deal. That's why he went from being EL to being EIL now. And then have stupid people joining the tribe and turning into EILs. Like that's something. Stupid people. How you are EIL? Oh, because in Arabic it's pronounced eel, you think that you're EIL? The hell is this? You're EIL. That's how you. That's like saying we're going to start a new thing and we're going to say BAI for Bay. We're Bays now. We're BAI Moors. We're BAI Moors because that means Bay for us in our tribe. All right, so try to recruit me into his tribe by telling me to make bogus claims on Nuwapians and Moorish temples, right? See how they do? See how they do. Recruit people to come into their whatever, MSTA, whatever, to talk BS about people out here who are actually doing some good. Me and Chief, and he's not no chief of anything, right? Because what he started is not a tribe, like we ask all the time. Show me where on the map is the Atsikata Nation. You know, Atsikata Nation around anywhere on a map. Oxycontin Nation, though, you'll find that. That's what they are. Lean Nation. Scissor Nation. That's what they are. That's a Kool-Aid drinking nation. I remember Nanya Shabu was the same dirty Moor who, when he got kidnapped, his wife called me to send them our habeas corpus for them to try to get him out. They weren't talking that BS about RV Bay Publications and Taj when he got kidnapped. And then when I told him more, hey, I'm asking because this guy Nanya Shabu El, who's that? Oh yeah, this Moor is talking BS about you. And then that was it. Ain't no more conversations. Ain't nothing else to talk about. Because Allah guides this. Keep thinking that somebody guides this other than Allah. Keep thinking that. Keep thinking some grand chief or some grand governor or whatever like that guides this. Some supreme grand whoever guides this. Tripping. All right, so Nanya is not in good standings because I exposed him to Taj Tariq Bey and Dusua and Prince York. Now I am stuck, can't get my indigenous standing process. I didn't see the point of SF 181. That's good. That's asking the Pope Jesuits for permission. I never went to contract with any group. I have no Nuwapian ID or Moorish. My dad has a Moorish ID. I am white and American native, far as status, but never did SF1 or UCC phone number, etc., etc. So like we tell people, there's no such thing as black people, so there's no such thing as white people. If you're quote unquote white and Native American, if your white is a status and everybody's dark skin and you mean white as a status, then you ain't need nobody to give you something. If you're white as European and American native, and your mom is American native, and your dad's the white man, quote unquote, then you ain't no need for nothing, because descendancy is through the mother. If your dad's Native American and your mom is the quote unquote white woman, then that means you're ipso jure Moorish subject because you're in Morocco. If you're telling me you're in Baltimore and all that, you don't know Baltimore. You're in Morocco and you're an ipso jure Moorish subject. You're under the jurisdiction of the Moors. You're under the jurisdiction of the Moroccan Empire. You're under the jurisdiction of the Great Seal, not the eagle. You already have a nationality. If your mom is quote unquote white woman, if your mom is a white woman, I would suggest that you go take some notes from Peter Lamborn Wilson, who wrote a book called Sacred Drift about Noble Juali. Peter Moon, take some notes from Peter Moon, right? If you're a European, take some notes from Latif Bey. That's another studious European who backs the Moors 100. Rick Smith. Take some notes from Rick Smith. You can just look him up. Just put Moors, Rick Smith, European, and stuff will come up. You only need Nanya Shabuel and them people, right? And being that you were dealing with Nanya Shabuel, and I know that he's, you know, a racist bastard or whatever, you're probably not European. But I got your number. I'm going to give you a shout. And, you know, just keep on it. Just keep studying. Study, study, study. Study, study, study. Right? And crazy. Bringing up Latif Bey, and it's Latif Bey sending stuff. Yeah. And if you haven't seen Latif, you know, if you haven't seen Latif, he's been doing some searching of his ancestral family tree and found some interesting stuff. Very interesting stuff. Like not even, well, kind of Moorish related stuff, but really not that. if you're not looking from the right perspective. But you know, he's good. He's looking from the right perspective, so he's gonna be straight. But yeah, he's getting it right now. Like he's getting it just because of studying. You know, reconnected with his older brother, his mom, like just because studying, finding out stuff, bring it to the family. Family's like, oh my gosh, how did you find that out? Don't talk about it anymore because they might make you disappear. And he's a European, by the way. Yeah, and we called him Latif Bey because he earned his stripes. You know, he earned to be called a Bey. He's more Bey than some of these Beys out here. Trust me on that. Trust me on that. You know, yeah, we know, and he knows that he's European. Ain't no big deal like that. You know, he knows he's European. It's not some, you know, trying to usurp nothing or usurp anything or usurp something. He's actually just a good European. You know what I mean? So Noble Drawley's message gets to the point. Oh yeah, and for all you thumbs down people, F you, these thumbs down people. You already know we don't like you. Why are you coming around here? Thumbs downing stuff like, oh my God, we're gonna shut down the page because 3 people doesn't like what we said. Shut up. Shut up. Islam to all the Moors who thumbs up. Peace to you. And all you 74 people out there, if you didn't thumbs up, you better go thumbs up. Make our stuff look good. You know we don't care about some thumbs up or whatever. But just thumbs up the stuff. Because that's what people look for. People look for how many thumbs up is on it. So 20 people didn't thumbs up. We're watching you. 20 people are holding back on this stuff. You see you. Stop holding back. How come you don't have to thumbs up? You could be anonymous and thumbs up. Why are you hating? Oblique. Islam Kudro, thank you for all your continuous work. No problem more. You know how it is already. You are an inspiration for Moors like myself, and I'm sure many others. Honors to the Prophet Noble Drew Ali for bringing us back to knowledge of our nationality and birthright. So I spoke with a brother from Turkey last night, and I had one of my babies with me. So I asked him about the fez, and he spoke very highly about it. I asked him, did it have any negativity attached to it? He said no. He said it's only reserved for or worn by nobles or people of high standing in the community. My baby was smiling from ear to ear because she always builds with me on the information. Keep shaking these people up with truth out here. They'll catch on eventually. Peace and love. Right? So again, you know, just another testimonial from a Moor, just putting it on the record that, hey, you know, the fez is a big deal. Fez is a big deal. The fez is such a big deal, it's only worn by nobles. Not anybody can just wear this. Why can't just anybody wear the fez? Why? Like, it's only a fez. No, it's not only a fez. It's way more than that. It's way more than that. And again, the issue is our people not wanting to hear what Moors are saying. You know, listen to everybody else out here. As soon as Moors talk, everybody goes mute, except the world. Speaking about the world, Islam to the Moors at Ottawa that came out to the event, Islam to the Moors that supported, you know, I mean, Islam to a good brother Alfonso out there grinding for the Moors. Right? Islam to all the Moors. again, we have to say that it was amazing to be in, sort of like a different jurisdiction, right? And um, having people really, you know, in awe at so many feathers and turbans walking down the street. I mean, it must be a sight to see because we'll put up the video of there's a little bit of video of us walking around or whatever, but that's one of the things that made me, because I looked around once and I was like, damn, it really does look like something's going on, all these feathers and turbans out here. This is really having an impact on people. Just looking at people as we're, walking. So, to all the Moors out there, honors to you for, standing up for your nationality and birthrights, even if it's just to, put your fez on and stand on your porch. Put your turban on and go to the hair store. Put your fez on and walk down the street. Put your turban on and get behind the wheel. And shock people. Like make people go into their genetic memory bank, into pictures that they used to see on the wall when they were a child back home and all that. I mean, we know what it is. We know what's going down, right? We know. As Moors, we know what's up. We're not in the dark. We know what's up. And, people like to throw their honors and stuff like that. But all honors goes to all the active Moors. The ones that recognize this is their birthright and they go study and research and find out about themselves and find out about their family and challenge, people who are trying to cast doubt, and not challenging them in some takeover or whatever like that, but just challenging them with facts, just challenging them with facts, backing them down, having people coming back saying, you know what? I actually went and checked out what you said, and yeah, you're actually right about that. Like the brother, I can't remember his name, the brother in Ottawa, that time just reached where he said, you know what? I gotta go. Like you guys are making my head hurt. You guys are making my head hurt. I need to go. But like, you guys making my head hurt right now. I've never thought so much. Now, again too, with the brother. The brother called. The brother called the facilitator of the event, Brother Alfonso, to tell him that it's real, because he actually changed his mindset a bit from sitting there going through that detox. You know what I mean? And I think what did it was when the Moor from the other side of the Atlantic told him what's what. Crazy. So don't forget, 9:15. Make sure you call in. Don't be late. MHHS, eyes wide open. MHHS, eyes wide open. 425-569-5201. 425-569-5201. 347-945-5899. 347-945-5899. All the haters, especially the thumbs down people. I see you 20 more people on there. Just make sure you give us our thumbs up and then spread the word. Don't forget to call in if you have any issues. You know what I mean? You didn't get your papers yet and all that type of stuff. I've been waiting for my papers. Where's my papers and stuff like that? Don't go slander. Just call into the show. Oh, you're gonna make a video and talk about RV base selling stuff. Don't make no videos and stuff like that. Just call into the show. You know what I mean? That's all. You don't gotta get mad. Don't get mad. Just call in. The mothers will deal with you. You know, the mothers will deal with you. They're not that bad. I mean, come on now. Talking about the mothers here. It's not that bad. People like to trip. Don't let them start tripping. Right? You go check for yourself. Don't listen to them about RV Bay is this or that or whatever. Don't listen to them. You go check for yourself and see. Right? Salam to all the Moors. Peace and love to you. We've been running Iron Sheik 6 today. So if you're looking for some Moorish hip hop, you know, willofalah.com. You can get all the Iron Sheik stuff. Because, you know, why not? Why not pay and actually get something that's worth your while than getting nothing but heartache and pain because you got played by your own wearing turbans and fezzes. Don't get played. Get down with the real. Active Moors, 720 Moors, Olodio card carrying Moorish Americans. We're stood up. We're not sitting down anymore. No kneeling. None of that BS. We're standing up for our rights. We're standing up for our prophet. We're standing up for our nation. We're standing up for our God and our culture. And most of all, we're standing up for women. Islam to all. And we'll catch you again in 15 minutes. Peace and love to all Moors in the chat, all Moors that's watching, all Moors that's eventually going to see this. Continue to study, study, study. And when you studied and ask what to study next, the reply is always going to be study yourself. Islam, Moors.
One must be in the honor of one's mothers and fathers. This is why nationality is important here, not just here in the world. But this is also why the Europeans here took our nationality and put brands on us and start teaching the Negro preachers to tell us they were Afrocentric identity.
Green Finch! What up, what up, what up, what up? Feeling this one. I know you'll be feeling this one. Iron Sheik. Not that one. Moorish MC. As a slave, you know from where you came had a name. Ancestral estate claim, blacks always refrain. Then don't want to be Muslim or study Islam. Crack a hippie on the wall got me asking who's this man, cause he don't look like burnt brass from Revelation. Solomon said he was black but belonged to a nation, so don't bring that, it don't matter when we speak. Martin told me he wouldn't make it in the mountaintop speech. El told you about Necro and Negro. Blacks didn't found shit, nigga. Humble your ego. Takes some time to study, learn for once. Two continent named people are minors and think like a dunce. Cunts. No matter what they do or what they say, they won't see nationality the order of the day. So they stay begging for rights, calling people racist, claiming all themselves but don't know the basics. No matter what they do or what they say, they won't see nationality the order of the day. So they stay begging for rights, calling people racist, claiming all themselves but don't know the basics. Inquisition, you punks. Pope Francis used his authority to denounce the Catholic Christian doctrine of discovery, ended the statute of ultravires, revealed the hidden oath of the lawyer vampire, shutting down the squires and de facto empires. Got my Drew Ali shield walking through the fires of the Sodom and Gomorrah, modern day Rome, burning down to the ground, revealing my ancestral home. Northwest of Mexham, the Moors are back, enforcing the American Constitution, not the corporate acts or statutes or denances. Use will no praying like mantis, from within is the rise of Lemuria and Atlantis. No matter what they do or what they say, they won't see nationality the order of the day. So they stay begging for rights, calling people racist, claiming they know themselves but don't know the basics. No matter what they do or what they say, they won't see nationality the order of the day. So they stay begging for rights, calling people racist, claiming they know themselves but don't know the basics.
But this is also why the Europeans here took our nationality and put brands on us and start teaching the Negro preachers to tell us they were Afrocentric identities. So our people are walking around calling themselves Negro, Black, and Colored and feeling free to do that, not knowing that it makes them non-descendable. And when you give them the law facts, they think you're competing with the schools of thought, would have nothing to do with anything that's on the discussion. It is legal status.
More and more, I am being guided to study more. More and more, I am being guided to study more.
See my Moorish flag flying like my Moorish cape. I'm not a Jew, but Jerusalem has a Moorish gate. Dirty Moors aren't real. Call them Moorish fakes. Pull at Negroes' emotions like some Moorish drapes. If you really want to know, go to a Moorish meeting. You better have a pen and pad, cause when active Moors speaking, it's wake up time. You won't find the Moorish sleeping. Crescent moon and star in the sky, that's a Moorish beacon. The way I navigate beats. Call me Moorish Seaman. My nationality, I have the power, Moorish He-Man. Moorish turban, I'm royal, don't mistake me for bourbon. Moorish master MC surgeon, not a rapping servant. We suburban, Moors are so determined to solve the Negro problem. Moorish white man's burden. Moors beans conquer, white rice, that's a Moorish plate. Black or more fish on the hook, that's a Moorish bait. Moorish estate before chapter 48, ancestral line. All secrets taken away. Moors are not clandestine. Euromasons go to back rooms or washrooms, returning black robes and hoods with cloaks. Moorish costume, you won't have it twisted once the Moorish got you. Desensitize the facts so the truth won't shock you. Some people call it awesome. I'm making it awful. Liar, lawyer, pushing the legal when Moors are lawful. Preachers give you ghost spell, she bring Moorish gospel. Moors are ancient. They even found the fez on a fossil. Even Bruce Lee knew he wore shirts with arms. Even MC Hammer knew pantaloons are Moorish pants.
I understand, man. I understand the nationality is the order of the day. I understand.
I've seen and heard Moorish things in this realm. I had to fathom in shadow eyes inside hoods. Moorish master phantoms, smoke swarms, sword and circle 7 forms. You can stay close, I'm gonna stay far from the norm. Tory and Astro, travel on terror, no license. No jail cell, no cuffs, no sirens. No watching over my back, trying not to get stabbed. No fence hopping, windows copping. Want me nab, Moorish monk status, bad up any youth who's baddest. With knowledge of self, Moorish Quran quotes, gun in my belt, Moorish Naga, not a nigga. no shots fired. Telling officers they're servants and just hired. Easing back into his cruiser, Popo ego bruiser. Tables turned, Morris status got him like the loser. It's a shame, many hear it, but only a few wake up from the dream state and do what Moors do. Fearing their own Moorish, star peasant, L-Bay. I'm staying Moorish, I don't care what blacks say. You can tell me, many Moors are running a racket. Or show me pics proving Drew Ali is a Moorish faggot. No matter how bad it looks, I'm not dropping this habit. Moorish Neo wake up the streams telling me follow white rabbits, jumping, stumbling blocks. They call Holy Trinity. Moorish mind, soul, and heart expressing divinity. I'm Illuminati, illuminated, great seal more. All seeing eye from high, being the being I. Stand on squares and compass as Allah prepares the minds to handle demonic and those devilish stares, casting spells so I can abandon and give them my power. For Grand Dragon commanding from a Moorish tower, yelling Alfred Pike quotes, don't be surprised to catch me drawing Moorish pentagrams, reading Madame Blavatsky.
But I'm a Moor. Smart. I'm a Moor. Got sense enough to know I'm a Moor. And ain't gonna never argue with you that I'm not a Moor. And wouldn't come in your house or come among you and say I'm a Moor if I didn't feel in my heart and my mind and my soul that I am. God damn it, I don't know what the hell you're talking about. I'm a Moor. So if I say it, I mean it. I mean it. Generally, I say it. You're a Muslim? Yes. But I know my roots, and I ain't Kunta Kinte.
The street is my world. I don't pretend to go uptown and be anything fancy. I can, but I find more real in the world that I'm in than I do the tinsel. And the real world is the one I have to deal with every day, you know. Believe me, if I started murdering people, there'd be none of you left.
Let the bass kick. Playtime been over since y'all dropped the ball. Bound to the continent, there's no asylum for y'all. Pushing the black Asiatic game with Ford L and Pool Bay. Before NOI, I rep draw L all day. How many fakes proclaim to be the reincarnation and claim to be the true head of the Moorish nation? No mention of Billy Ill, but I read his letters. Dirty Moors mad cause they thought they dead as letters. Many were there when decisions were handed down. Now they claim that Milil was not ordained, not commissioned, not called or appointed. With divine plans for ages, but Dirty Moors making changes. Working with FBI during infiltrations. In a pheasant alleys giving bogey smoke inhalations. And secret walls are made, heads are made in public mentions. Don't believe, get the minutes of the first convention. Kirkman and Lomax Bay got called out as villains against the Prophet Soden and L. Call Givens. Thousands of Moorish Americans follow those leaders that killed the prophet and made Moors parrots, not readers. They don't study, brains hollow. To crush the truth, plant dissension in the ones that follow. Rob the treasury, felt like they hit the lotto. Took advantage of the faithful Moors in their times of sorrow. Moments still critical, 100 years later, the message. Stick to the principles in your actions, be progressive. Don't sell your soul for a title, take your membership role. Watch out for grand cheeks pushing you in a censorship hole. The sellout was great, now they comfy and won't get the hell out. Active Moors come around, they get clumsy. Not humbly, but act grumpy and jumpy. Active Moors see them touchy and think it's lovely. With faces ugly, I push back so don't shove me. If not for love, it would be just as Dirty Moors get from me. Hitting all reincarnates and writs of discovery. And demanding the treasury, recovery, and love for money. Wearing a fez don't make you a Moorish adept. Dirty Moorish heads are Boy Scouts and cadets. Working for FBI inspectors, slaves for gadgets. Claiming they got pulled, but they really dead magnets. Running a fraud that's done because new Moors are here. One for all for one profit like musketeers. Bay, not Tampa or Buccaneers. I strike nerves like harp or strings on those puppeteers. Pushing misconceptions as teachings and calling it facts. Swinging my scimitar, tongue not a fireman's axe. Quick to call me out as dirty, say I violate acts. If you don't nationalize, know that I annihilate blacks. Nailing through their palms and insects on beams of wood. Burn crosses on black lawns in my Moorish hood. Black Klansmen like movie from 1960s. White power, not supremacy like Clayton Bigsby. Now I run through illusions. Battling my arch nemesis, misconfusion. She's been trying to keep me out of course, facing losses, calling all her negative forces. 99 years past, Drew Ali said 50 would pass. and you wouldn't know about me or even know what I brought for you. NOI and UNIA knew about him too. Most thought that they could bury the movement, be in charge, passive, and abuse it. But Drew said new Moors would come with eyes open, seeing and knowing, far from hoping, far from belief in faith, master fruition. Study the laws of nature, activate intuition. One day our wheels of industry will stop, and when it starts again, Moors will be on top. Drew Ali blessed with latent power. Warned you, get out the way or be ground to powder. Drew Ali didn't kill you fast, but he brought you your title and estate vast. Confusion continues to confuse, no remembrance of Maghrib al-Aqsa by Moorish descendants. I run through illusions, battling my arch nemesis, Miss.
And conscious means that you're conscious of what's going on in this world. You're fully aware and awake to what's going on in this world. That's what conscious rap means. So if you got conscious rap, that means you got unconscious rap. That means you got motherfuckers that's unconscious rapping. That means they sleeping. They still under a spell of Leviathan. They stinking.
Call me brother man, I'm not the rubber man. Though I keep my Nazis in a fez wrapped with some rubber bands. Burning out the Ku Klux Klan and with the Grand Dairy Queen misters. Just butts of guns I'm giving, trying to make more sovereign citizens. These minions help kill your prophet, stole your treasury millions. You heard it from your brother man, not a smother sellout. Sess links and K2 Kush days keep me red out. I got the knowledge to make these silly hoes question the pimping directors of music videos. Gay laws and purses with strap-on boots with heels. Too much graphic art faces, boobs are not real. Since MCM and Troop, they use Timberland boots to get us all caught up in fashion, not the simple man roots. Got our people on dogmatic, not metaphysic. Exoteric, not esoteric is how you missed it. So out of it, you couldn't feel the natural mystic blowing through the air like it didn't give a shit. I hear the dirty Moors dissing, cause I said profanities. A lot of these grand sheets need to take off the panties. Pull the thong out your crack vest wearing bitch ass nigga. Return to where the prophet found you, negro ass nigga.
It's time to choose a side. You're either positive or you negative. You're either evil or you good. You understand what I'm saying? Choose a side, nigga. I know what side I'm on.
I throw a Molotov at the priest that works for the beast. All they want is our people to rest in peace. No attention of allowing more stress to ease. Cracker won't go home to spread himself the disease. Genocidal epidemic kill us in high proportions. Instead of mummified, we stay boxing coffins. Mayors attend funerals for PR purposes. Where's the police escort? He replied with nervousness. He said, I don't have those numbers or connections to have Metro Police lead your friend's funeral procession. That's coming from Mr. Mayor, black community player, no question in the hoods, dropping off boxes of weapons. Then blame black on black crime or natural causes. Plus those doctors are not on point but off a bit. Natural mystics prove they're not holistic. Hypocrite oats make your children autistic.
I'm at the point now where I'm saying I'm tired of mixing the medicine with the food. I'm tired of playing that game. Now I'm shoving straight medicine down your fucking throat, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Straight doses of medicine that get shoved down your throat. I don't give a fuck if it turns you off or not. Because if it do turn you off, then you're a stupid, ignorant motherfucker. You know what I'm saying?
The rhyme making no sense to make dollars and holler. On our grounds, rounds leave Moors dead in parlors. So-called blacks call them cracker, then get called Canadian and shun Moors that say they're not Canadian. This world is full of crazy men with no knowledge of self, but got the most expensive cars and flat screens on the wall shelf. Going all the way to try to help you change, but you won't. And I hardly hear your opinion of Marcus Garvey, but Steve Harvey stands out, true coon and jester, making a fool of you and himself for wealth. To me, those sellouts need to get bodied or exiled to Dr. Moreau's island with Gentiles and reptiles. Fake slave ships stacking bodies in piles, giving fake Jews slave respect, not giving me smiles, calling children kids, chasing after Taji guys, supremacy, use albino and half-breed spies. We catch trespassers with razors and mesh, pedophile, torture, scotch bonnet and open flesh. Traitors get the shitty end of the stick. Our leaders murderers should have been crushed with pyramid bricks. Huey Newton and Hampton killers should be in front of a squad shooting by any means necessary. Get out the beast belly. Why y'all get mad glory and your flows mad corny? Your skin tight jeans put you in trash category. Most rappers' names on lists for rhyme pad or Lori, making me yell comments mad derogatory. Why y'all get mad glory and your flows mad corny? Your skin tight jeans put you in trash category. Most rappers' names on lists for rhyme pad or Lori, making me yell comments mad derogatory.
Yeah. You know, we seek that higher knowledge. Only the ignorant can't relate. We just kill them with love instead of hate. That's what it's about.
We are Moors.
Shout out to the Grand Sheik, Cujo L, Iron Sheik. Yeah.
We are Moors. Heard what I said? Circle 7 snap back, not just affairs. We are Moors. You heard what I said? Blue, white, green flags, not just red. We are Moors. Heard what I said? Keep talking reckless and move peace for your head. We are Moors. You heard what I said? The slave named Chris and have a Moor head. We are Moors.
20 Moors rockin', you could call them Moroccans. Great COS adepts, let's get it poppin'. Got a problem with my sheep, got a problem with me. I be on the front line rolling 23 deep. I be studying for hours, 7 days a week, working on my higher self, cause the devil don't sleep. Big ups to Cujo L, that's the Iron Sheik. 7's up, facing the east, praising Allah. Astrology, cosmology, that's the real law. I slow roast ya, master the flame like Zoe Roaster. The rise of the new Moors, old heads move over. That Kundalini energy rising up like a cobra. This is training day, mount up with real soldiers. Elevate beyond the hate and claim your lost estate. The only reason you hate is you too blind to relate. The only reason you hate is you too blind to relate.
We are Moors. Heard what I said? Circle 7 snap back, not just affairs. We are Moors. You heard what I said? I don't rock a hat, just a turban, no affairs. We are Moors. Heard what I said? Keep talking reckless and move peace for your head. We are Moors. You heard what I said? The slave named Chris and have a Moor head. Stop talking crazy. You can't be everything but Moors. That's like willing to stay minority and not mature. Therefore, Tosh to be bait taught the world don't respect y'all. However, since you wanna be it, you go down when they fall. They, the ones you call government, that's really a corpse. Black man means funeral director, should make sense of course.